Long ago, deep within the mysterious primordial forest, witnessed the birth of a man. Conjured from the magnificent moonbeams of the second summer solstice, woven together by the nymphs, destined to preserve the equilibrium of the sacred universe. He is Rayman. At any rate, Rayman's true origin may even be a complete mystery, as each new hermit tells a different tale. But one thing's for certain, whenever there's evil, Rayman awaits it and beats it to it. No matter what the challenge is, if the world is attacked by space robot pirates, fiendish slum phantoms, dark sorcerers, or insane rabbit plushies, nothing proves too much for him. Well, the oddest thing about Rayman is that he has a head, torso, hands, and feet, but Rayman has no arms and legs. Rayman's hands and feet hover around his body as if they were connected. The hands and feet can be separated from his body if pulled hard enough or when put on a certain distance, and they can easily be reattached to him after being recovered. Good thing, since his hands seem to have a mind of their own. While Rayman uses this trait to good use, like using his fists in long-range attack. The longer Rayman charges an attack, the longer it goes and the harder it hits. A fully charged impact is strong enough to instantly defeat even an armored enemy with a single shot. His hair can allow him to hover for short distances. He even has projectiles. His more convenient way of attacking seems to be throwing energy spheres at his enemies. This energy sphere has a relatively large range, and its trajectory can be controlled by proper body movement. Rayman can curve his blast and in doing so bypass possible obstacles in his way of the target. Even without his energy blast, Rayman's an acrobatic monkey and true martial artist. In Rabbids games, Rayman can sling shoot a cow over 300 feet of distance. The cow that Rayman threw looks like it's of the Holstein Frisian breed, which can weigh up to be 500 pounds, over a quarter of a ton, and he threw it effortlessly. Rayman can even scare his opponents with a scary face. Rayman has a versatile and dynamic arsenal of power-ups which he uses to defeat enemies, like the Super House, which heals him entirely. The Super Fist will launch Rayman's fist at top speed no matter how long he holds it for. The Golden Fist will always kill enemies in one hit, excluding bosses, no matter how long he holds it for, but it has a limited number of shots. Rayman can swing from purple lumps by punching them. The notorious heavy metal fist increases Rayman's strength dramatically. A single punch with this thing is equally strong as, if not more devastating than a fully charged fist attack. The fully charged heavy metal fist is devastating enough to break apart steel gates and harden armor. No matter what you're wearing, one blow from this thing and you're history. The Lockjaw gear gives Rayman additional grappling ability with an extendable chain lock shot that can grab faraway targets and electrocute enemies on a prolonged measure. Long enough exposure to the stream of lightning is enough to dissolve force fields and drain enemies of their health. Because that's all we needed. Traps that not only break bones, but also electrocutes the victim simultaneously. Well, on another note, the Shock Rocket power-up turns one of Rayman's hands into a rocket, capable of going where Rayman cannot reach and killing far-off enemies. And the Throttlecopter power-up gives Rayman the ability to fly as high as he possibly can. That is, until the power runs out, since it's the shortest lasting power-up. Rayman has shown incredible feats like surviving an island-sized explosion without a scratch, and landing on the ground from a fatal drop and act like it was absolutely nothing. Rayman is also not a stranger to using various weapons, like ship blasters or cannons. He even rides living torpedoes and mosquitoes for a living, but one of his special weapons is the plunger gun. Special weapon designed specifically to counter the menacing Rabbids, and although there are plenty of power-ups to go for it, it still only takes 5 shots before it needs reloading. Over his journeys, Rayman has defeated a great variety of enemies, including dark magicians, evil space pirates, giant robots, swamp witches, dancing bunnies, rock spirits, wicked hunters, and his evil twin. The most powerful enemy Rayman ever faced and defeated is most likely Reflux, the champion of the Narin. Narin are large ogre fish things that can produce force fields and are virtually unstoppable. And this guy is their big daddy of the arena, meaning he's certainly much stronger than an average Narian. But even with the power of Lefty's powering him up further, Rayman puts this guy down not once, but 3 times. Despite the explosion feat, Rayman is still able to be defeated. He can't fly for long, and he doesn't have any real strategy, but Rayman is still one of the PlayStation's greatest heroes, and he's proven us one thing: you don't need limbs to do the impossible. For this fight, we'll only be using the classic Mario. Since Galaxy Mario would easily curb stomp Rayman in an instant, and Mario RPG is a different canon, that's probably a good idea. And we're only giving Mario his most well-known power-ups, because with his huge arsenal of power-ups, he could easily curb stomp Rayman as well. Mario is the most well-known, if not the most iconic platforming character of all time. Mario is one of the 7 star children and possesses many special abilities with intent on protecting his home, the Mushroom Kingdom. He is well known for his incredible athleticism and jumping abilities. Mario is extremely strong, with the ability to lift heavy objects and crush enormous castles. He even uses his bare fists to smash through solid brick. With his jumping skills and weight, he crushes his foes into absolute nothing. Mario carries a hammer, which can crush almost anything. He has a diverse and powerful art like the Fire Flower. With this power-up, Mario gains pyrokinetic abilities. He's able to control and manipulate fire to create a variety of devastating attacks. He also has a frog suit. When Mario wears this, he gains a higher jump, swims faster, and can breathe underwater. Several power-ups have granted Mario the powers of flight before, but none are as effective as the Cape Feather. With this power-up, Mario can fly for an unprecedented amount of time. The Metal Cap turns Mario's body into living indestructible steel. Metal Mario may be really heavy, but his jumping and speed is boosted, giving him 10 times as much power and just as much agility as before. The Starman increases Mario's speed and turns himself completely invincible and kills enemies instantly by touching them, but has a short time limit. Mario seems to always eat mushrooms to get more power. Normal mushrooms gives Mario more health. Life shrooms give Mario extra lives. And the Mega Mushroom makes Mario grow to an enormous size, allowing him to mow down everything in front of him. But it lasts a short time. Mario has fought more enemies than any other video game hero. Mario's not much of a strategist and is fairly impulsive, preferring to fight his way quickly through problems without thinking them through. He still can be defeated, and most of his power-ups can be destroyed if he is touched by an enemy. But Mario is a great hero, but can he stand up to Rayman? We shall see. This was a close fight. Mario's and Rayman's power-ups easily stood up to each other, and both of them could evade each other's projectiles. But in power-ups, Mario had significant advantage. More range, invincibility, you name it. But when their arsenals were worn out, Mario couldn't compete with Rayman. I'll explain. Rayman was able to throw a cow over 100 yards effortlessly if able to, while Mario just breaks bricks with his bare hands. Rayman survived an island-sized explosion, while Mario's best feat is destroying castles. Rayman's flight and hovering gave him more mobility to his evasion than Mario's agility. Mario's arsenal may be large, but Rayman's arsenal outnumbered Mario's by 2. In the end, Rayman is stronger, has better feats, has more mobility and evasion, and has a slightly larger arsenal. Oh, and it didn't help Mario that Rayman has no limbs, so he could punch him from a far distance away. So in the end, Mario just needed to get ahead. The winner is Rayman.